In the mid-14th century, Europe was struck by the Black Death, a devastating plague. The plague caused a major crisis across the continent. Certain regions were more severely affected than others. The Black Death had a profound and lasting impact on European society. Understanding the plague's effects requires examining its geographical spread. The plague's origins are traced back to Asia. From Asia, the disease began to spread westward. The primary routes of transmission were trade routes. These routes facilitated the plague's journey towards Europe. Initial outbreaks marked the start of its continental spread. The Black Death spread along established trade routes between Asia and Europe. These routes acted as conduits for the rapid dissemination of the disease. Commercial activities inadvertently accelerated the plague's spread. Trade networks facilitated contact between infected and uninfected populations. This interconnectedness enabled the Black Death to become a pandemic. Rodents, especially rats, play a key role in plague transmission. Fleas act as vectors, carrying the plague bacteria from rodents to humans. Close-ups illustrate the biological mechanisms of flea-mediated transmission. Understanding this cycle is crucial for preventing plague outbreaks. In 1347, ships arrived in Messina carrying the Black Death. This event marked the introduction of the plague to Europe. The arrival triggered immediate chaos and widespread fear. The disease quickly began to take hold within the city. Messina became the initial epicenter of the Black Death in Europe. Venice, a major trading hub, became a hotspot for the plague. The city's dense population contributed to the rapid spread. The plague spread quickly through Venice's canals. The disease also spread rapidly through the streets. Venice's status as a trade center accelerated the outbreak. Marseille, a key port city, faces a similar plague outbreak. The plague spreads rapidly from the docks. It quickly infiltrates the city's residential areas. This illustrates the swift progression of the disease. The Black Death symptoms included fever and buboes. Buboes were characteristic swellings in the lymph node. Black spots also appeared on the skin. These symptoms indicated the disease's severe effects. Bubonic plague is characterized by the formation of buboes. Buboes are severely swollen and painful lymph nodes. These typically appear in the groin, armpit, or neck. The swelling is due to bacterial infection of the lymphatic system. Buboes are a primary indicator of the bubonic plague's presence. Their appearance signifies a critical stage of the infection. Black spots on the skin can indicate internal bleeding. These spots are a symptom of an advanced disease stage. The disease severely impacts the circulatory system. This impact leads to internal hemorrhaging. The appearance of spots signals a critical condition. This symptom highlights the disease's deadly nature. Statistics reveal the Black Death's devastating impact on Europe. The Black Death caused a catastrophic loss of life across the continent. It resulted in the death of approximately one-third of Europe's population. Charts and graphs illustrate the immense scale of this demographic disaster. The Black Death's death toll is one of the worst in recorded history. The high mortality rate had profound and lasting effects on European society. The plague caused widespread devastation, wiping out entire families. Villages were left empty, marking a period of significant human loss. Abandoned homes stand as silent witnesses to the disaster. Untended fields further symbolize the societal disruption. The landscape reflects the profound impact of the epidemic. These scenes evoke the desolation and human suffering caused by the plague. People fled cities, hoping to escape the deadly plague. This mass exodus led to large-scale migrations. Unknowingly, refugees often carried the disease with them. This further spread the plague to previously unaffected areas. Historical events show minorities were persecuted due to panic and fear. Jewish communities were falsely blamed for the plague. This false blame led to acts of injustice against them. Historical artwork illustrates these persecutions. The plague spurred religious movements like the flagellants. Flagellants emerged due to desperation and spiritual crisis. They practiced public penance as a form of atonement. Flagellant processions were a common sight. These movements reflected the era's deep religious upheaval. Medical knowledge was largely ineffective against the Black Death. This ineffectiveness led to widespread superstition. People relied on unproven remedies due to the lack of effective treatments. Contemporary medical practices had limitations in combating the plague. Superstition and folklore arose from a lack of effective medical treatments. These beliefs aimed to fill the void of medical understanding. Practices were developed to ward off the plague. These practices were rooted in folklore and superstition. The scene illustrates common beliefs during that time. The Black Death caused a significant decline in Europe's population. This decline profoundly altered Europe's demographic landscape. A graph illustrates the population drop during the Black Death. The graph highlights the long-term consequences of the plague. The decline had lasting effects on society and the economy. The plague caused significant disruption to Europe's economy. A major consequence was widespread labor shortages across various sectors. Agriculture was particularly affected, leading to shifts in farming practices. Many farmlands were abandoned due to the lack of available workers. These changes created substantial economic challenges throughout the era. The scene visually represents the economic devastation with abandoned farmland. The Black Death significantly contributed to the decline of feudalism in Europe. The plague decimated the labor force, leading to a severe shortage of workers. This labor scarcity empowered the surviving peasants, increasing their bargaining power. These shifts altered social and economic structures, undermining the feudal system. The plague caused a significant decrease in the labor pool. This scarcity of labor led to increased wages for workers. Workers gained greater bargaining power due to high demand. The balance of power shifted from landowners to laborers. Landowners had to offer better terms to attract workers. The Black Death profoundly impacted European art, literature, and culture. It left a lasting mark on the collective consciousness of the time. Art and literature reflected the widespread fear and mortality. Themes of death, decay, and divine judgment became prevalent. This cultural shift shaped artistic expression for generations. The Black Death highlights societal vulnerability to widespread disease outbreaks. It underscores the critical role of public health infrastructure and response systems. Effective measures are essential to mitigate the impact of pandemics. Historical events like the Black Death offer insights into current global health challenges. Preparedness and proactive strategies are key to safeguarding public welfare. Learning from the past informs better responses to future health crises. Public health infrastructure is crucial for disease prevention. Modern healthcare systems play a key role in safeguarding against epidemics. Effective strategies are essential for maintaining community health. Investment in public health ensures a healthier and safer population. A global view emphasizes humanity's interconnectedness. Ongoing vigilance is crucial in the fight against infectious diseases. Knowledge is a powerful tool for global health preparedness. Preparedness is key to mitigating the impact of future outbreaks.